I didn't really want to get involved with the Eggrider issue, but I get so many emails about it that I think there needs to be a solution going forward. I'm not looking to blame people, but I think that there is a clear way forward for both Eggrider and the people who are having issues. I realise that this is a problem that's caused upset, and feel free to post comments, but let's try and keep this civil. Part of the reason I'm putting so much time into the NXT is because I recommended a device to people that's not actually working for them. So at least with the NXT, there will be a guaranteed solution and one that I can actively contribute to. This is going to be a quick video on an issue that people are having using the Eggrider display with ASI controllers. I want to state here and now that I have no interest in internal politics. I just want a working solution to be found for this issue. So first, a bit of background on ASI. They're a Canadian company and they make really good controllers for electric vehicles. Their business model is one of supplying the controllers to developers like Alan at ERT. The controllers have many different parameters to control the function and performance of DC electric motors, and these parameters are used to program the ASI controllers to run the motor of choice. This work is unique to each developer that's using the ASI platform. So in the case of Alan, he has thousands of hours put into making these controllers work well with the BBSHD, the SIR-RON, the CYC, the QS and Lightning Rods motor kits, to name just a few. So in order to protect this development work, one of the parameters within the ASI locks the controller so it cannot be read or accessed by the end user. So the end user gets the functionality but not access to the inner workings. And really, not being able to access the back end of the ASI is not really a bad thing. I mean, it's so complicated to actually operate. Unless you do know what you're doing, you could end up doing far more harm than good, or possibly even injuring yourself. When the Eggrider first started being used with these kits, it was writing to unlock controllers. For good reason, the controllers are now locked, because there are plenty of unscrupulous people out there who would have no issues in using other people's work. So the situation with the Eggrider is that the Eggrider is not currently able to bypass the security parameters to make the changes it needs for its operation. So it will run a bike, but only in the sense that it will power it on and off and then run full power, which is not ideal from a safety point of view. The idea of the Eggrider having rider profiles is one of the main reasons that I bought one and why I use them on both of my bikes. I'd like it to be available for other ASI users, as the more displays on the market and the more choice the better. Some of you know that I've been working very hard recently to help develop the NXT display for ERT, so I have a fair idea of what's possible with the ASI controllers, and I can tell you that it's totally doable to have the security parameters on the ASI intact and be bypassed when settings are needed to be written. The NXT display does this exact thing, so from my point of view, the code on the Eggrider platform ought to be able to change to do the same. I understand that coding is really hard and time consuming, but I think it's worth the effort to get past the security locks. Because honestly, I can't see any developer using the ASI platform wanting controllers to go out unlocked. So I've reached out to George at Egbikes for comment with regards to this. And I'm hopeful that a code fix can be developed, because I really love the Egg display. I think it's awesome. I will update this channel with information based on what I get back. But this doesn't help people that have Eggriders right now that are not working with ASI controller kits from ERT, and I have no idea when a fix might be developed. So what I can tell those people though is that there will be a discount of 20% on the NXT controller for existing customers with ASI kits from ERT. I realise it's not going to help you right now this second, but both myself and particularly Alan are working extremely hard to ensure that it will be an excellent product and will unlock even more of the performance you will get with the ASI controllers. If you have any questions about any of this, you know what to do. Cheers.